What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. The United States and Israel have now gone to war. And I'm going to show you guys what is happening here. And he lets you hear directly from President Donald Trump with what has just happened. In addition to this, the United States may be taking over another new country. This is not Venezuela, but yet another one, and I'll give you the details on all of that here in this video. So let's jump right in. We're live right here on the It's Jimmy Show on YouTube. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat, or let me know your city, state, and country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe down below if you haven't yet. First, we will go directly to President Donald Trump so you can hear it from him. Here we go.
A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world. For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass murder, targeting the United States, our troops, and the innocent people in many, many countries. Among the regime's very first acts was to back a violent takeover of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding dozens of American hostages for 444 days. In 1983, Iran's proxies carried out the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut that killed 241 American military personnel. In 2000, they knew and were probably involved with the attack on the USS Cole. Many died. Iranian forces killed and maimed hundreds of American service members in Iraq. The regime's proxies have continued to launch countless attacks against American forces stationed in the Middle East in recent years, as well as U.S. naval and commercial vessels in international shipping lanes. It's been mass terror, and we're not going to put up with it any longer. From Lebanon to Yemen and Syria to Iraq, the regime has armed, trained, and funded terrorist militias that have soaked the earth with blood and guts. And it was Iran's proxy, Hamas, that launched the monstrous October 7th attacks on Israel, slaughtering more than 1,000 innocent people, including 46 Americans, while taking 12 of our citizens hostage. It was brutal. Something like the world has never seen before. Iran is the world's #1 state sponsor of terror and just recently killed tens of thousands of its own citizens on the street as they protested. It has always been the policy of the United States, in particular, my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. I'll say it again, they can never have a nuclear weapon. That is why in Operation Midnight Hammer last June, we obliterated the regime's nuclear program at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. After that attack, we warned them never to resume their malicious pursuit of nuclear weapons, and we sought repeatedly to make a deal. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Again, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't know what was happening. They just wanted to practice evil. But Iran refused, just as it has for decades and decades. They've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions, and we can't take it anymore. Instead, they attempted to rebuild their nuclear program and to continue developing long-range missiles that can now threaten our very good friends and allies in Europe, our troops stationed overseas, and could soon reach the American homeland. Just imagine how emboldened this regime would be if they ever had and actually were armed with nuclear weapons as a means to deliver their message. For these reasons, the United States military is undertaking a massive and ongoing operation to prevent this very wicked, radical dictatorship from threatening America and our core national security interests. We are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated. We're going to annihilate their Navy. We're going to ensure that the region's terrorist proxies can no longer destabilize the region or the world and attack our forces and no longer use their IEDs or roadside bombs, as they are sometimes called, to so gravely wound and kill thousands and thousands of people, including many Americans. And we will ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon.
Now, this comes here as Trump is reportedly changing his stance on war because, well, listen to what he said here in two different clips previously.
They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. I do not make this statement lightly. The Iranian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. We don't need the wars, foreign lands, countries you've never heard of, countries that don't even want us there. No, we were crazy what we did. We had these endless wars that go on for 21, 22 years, spending billions and billions of dollars. That often happens in war. But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future. And it is a noble mission. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars.
And then this clip is now recirculating as President Donald Trump said this when Obama was in office.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. So the only way he figures that he's going to get reelected, and as sure as you're sitting there, is to start a war with Iran. Now, I'm more militant and more militaristic than the president. I believe in strength. But to start a war in order to get elected, and I believe that's going to happen, would be an outrage.
Now, Iran was, their supreme leader was targeted, I'll show you here now, but Iran is attacking back both the U.S. and Israel. Take a listen.
Yes, Sandra, we just got this in literally 2 minutes ago, but Fox News can confirm that Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, is dead following Israeli strikes against his compound and location earlier today. A senior Israeli official confirming this news. Earlier tonight, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu describing the strikes not only against the supreme leader, but against much of the Iranian leadership. We know the breakdown in strikes focused on leadership for the Israelis and military targets initially for the Americans, and has since expanded as this campaign is expected to continue in the days and possibly even weeks ahead. As we're looking at the current situation across the region, we're also gathering new information on what the Israelis have been doing against Iran. We are told from a military official that the largest Israeli Air Force sortie against any country in the world was conducted this morning with 200 Israeli fighter jets targeting 500 different locations, dropping hundreds of munitions on a variety of different targets inside of Iran. The Israelis, while they were going after leadership, were also looking to neutralize the incoming ballistic missile fire that has targeted their country throughout the day. Sirens sounded across Israel throughout the afternoon, sending millions of people into bomb shelters. But again, the takeaway here, the Israelis have killed Iran's supreme leader. That is being confirmed to Fox News by a senior Israeli official.
Now, since then, Iran has been launching counterattacks back, including this one against a U.S. Navy base in Bahrain. Take a look. Yes, that's correct. That's the U.S. Navy base. We do not have details yet on casualties or injuries yet. I will keep you updated here in this video. But in addition to this new war going on in Iran, which both the U.S. and Israel are working on, we're also seeing more. Take a look here.
The Cuban government is talking with us, and they're in a big deal of trouble, as you know. They have no money, they have no anything right now, but they're talking with us, and maybe we'll have a friendly takeover of Cuba. We could very well end up having a friendly takeover of Cuba.
What about the votes?
After many, many years, we've had a lot of years of dealing with Cuba. I've been hearing about Cuba since I'm a little boy, but they're in big trouble, and we could very well, something good, I think very positive for the people that were expelled or worse from Cuba that live here. You know, we have people living here that want to go back to Cuba, and they're very happy with what's going on.
So the U.S. could be taking over Cuba now in what Trump says will be a, quote, friendly takeover. This comes there after the United States just took over Venezuela not too long ago, and we could be taking over two countries now, and then there's still Iran in the mix, which would be a third country, which we will see what will happen. But a lot of people are like, what's going on? Why are we taking over all these other countries, bombing all these other countries? And remember here that the United States has actually bombed 7 countries since President Donald Trump took office: Venezuela, Syria, Iraq, Iran, Nigeria, Yemen, and Somalia. So 7 different countries since President Donald Trump has taken over his second term, taken over 1, possibly 2 countries now, and we're in an active war with Iran right now. And Tehran says that the U.S. and Israeli strikes hit a school there and killed over 80 people. And Iran is counterattacking, and who knows what that will lead to. I will keep you up to date here, so if you haven't yet, subscribe down below and click the bell icon to get notifications when we go live, and share this video so other people can see this information. Click here to see new billions of dollars of stimulus money going out now.